do battle. It's time to dance. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon, and he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. There he goes, right side. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run it with Jackson, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big massive...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 23. And now out come the Patriots. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Keenum. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard around the 37. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now Gordon on 1st down. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On 1st and 10, Keenum. Wilson snags it left side. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's a second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. Keenum. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gerald McCoy continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. On third down, it's Jackson. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to run past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the 2-point conversion coming up. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for New England. 42 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big that play possible.
Now a first down throw. Keenum. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Keenum throwing on second. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
No. Patriot!
They come out here in the I. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Five yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Case Keenum keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Patriots get a score closer. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Here's Bosher to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A first down throw for Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. 30, the 20, 10, and they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Michael Thomas, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
They're going to give it to Gordon. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble, as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Patriots gearing up to go now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky, because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now Mariota. And some room to run now. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On play action, Mariota. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Mariota steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, LR. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Daniil Hunter in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. Mariota now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. This is intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Keenum. The left side completion to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
There's Keenum now on 2nd down. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal. And
no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik McDowell coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They do get 6, but they still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And he's in. It's able to cash in for 6.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Off the play fake, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Daniil Hunter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 3rd down, that's Jackson. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. A very solid gain of 27. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock. Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Everson Griffin in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
And tough starting field position here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing here, Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrison. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 22-yard line. For Charles.